Well, let's talk about what this release also offered besides the Ansley and the Zoe. We have the Brylee and the Josie collection that was also released with them. So let's have a conversation on those. Well, I'm going to start this video off talking about the Josie pieces that were released. They were hoops, so you got two sizes of hoops and also a ring set. These are something to talk about. You have the smaller hoops and the larger hoops, and they actually came in a large variety of metal colors. You have it in the silver, the gold, the vintage gold, and rose gold. So we actually got to see it in all color combinations except for gunmetal, which a lot of us wish, really hope to see more gunmetal come 2021. I'm going to start off with the smaller hoops. I got them in the vintage gold because I wanted to see that, since the other collection was really just gold and silver with the Ansley and the Josie. These huggy earrings are $48. And I do like, again, like the threader part of it where it goes through as a hoop. This, I don't know how, it's a circular pattern. It's a whole bunch of balls. I know, I don't know how to say it nicely. It's like, I'm trying to be sophisticated, but it's a whole variety of sized balls on the hoop. It's definitely a texture delight. So you have this different shape texture to it. It's cute. Oh, it's cute, but not really for me. I'm just not a big fan of this design of the circular pattern. We also have it in the larger hoops, and let's try the silver ones. So the small huggies, like I said, were $48. Then these larger ones are $58. And let's try these on. Sorry guys, you're going to hear the kiddies outside on their four-wheelers. It's a Saturday. I like the larger hoop compared to the huggy for me. I feel like the huggy kind of sticks out a little bit. So I do like the larger hoop. I just don't like the design of how it goes from small to big and then to small again. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some kind of lizard tail or some type of lizard or snake tail slithering. That's the, because I've seen that on lizards before. So I think that is what is hanging me up on the design. I feel that it's not, I'm trying to be honest and not be insulting or degrading, but it's not a pretty design in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it, and not a design that I would encompass in my collection or on a daily basis to exercise with. But to each is their own, and some people will like it. I think it's great that there are so many different metal color options to choose from, which is wonderful. And I do think that the price point is very affordable. So if it's a design that fancies you, I recommend it for the options and for the price point. And they're lightweight. They are lightweight, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'm not concerned about the hoop getting entangled in my hair. So I think there's a lot of good pluses with that. It came with a ring. And I guess I'm getting a little hung up with the releases lately, because I feel like when we had that snake collection come out in December, I didn't do it because I didn't do a review video on it. I wasn't wowed by that collection. I mean, there were just pieces we've seen before, just in different stone colors with the Davis. But I also was not in favor of bringing out, you have the snake bracelet, the ear climber, and a ring. And that was it. It's just like popping in just a couple of these pieces. It doesn't feel like a full collection. So the weird thing is I'm used to seeing her collections as a cohesive collection. So if she brings out something, at least it kind of all circulates to be one, you know, yin and yang, but it's a full circle. Lately, though, the collections that are being released seem like the Odd Couple. You know, they don't seem like they should be released together. They're opposite ends, apples and oranges. So December was a prime example of that with the snake collection. That thing just felt so out of place, and so much so that it actually put me off where I didn't want to buy it. Just like this collection here, it just seems so out of place. This Josie collection has no correlation with hearts and arrows, and she just released all these hearts and arrows. So it really just seems kind of off with her throwing in this Brylee collection and this Josie collection. And the Brylees do match up with the Josie, so that is a kind of collection, but to lump them all together was what I'm trying to say is a little off. It doesn't seem right. So here's the 3 rings. I can't get them all on. They're not all the same size, believe it or not. It's weird. So it comes in gold, silver, and vintage gold. Now the gold and silver fit fine, and I'm okay with it. But the vintage gold piece, this is a size 8, really doesn't fit, which is odd. So it almost is like this was a wrong size or size down. Because the other 2 fit fine, and I'm okay, and I could get it on. Matter of fact, I'm more like an 8.5, 9. So they kind of run a little big in that sense. And maybe this is the true 8, and these are a little bit bigger. Kind of a bummer, but it is cute, especially if you are into statement rings and layerable. I think it's really cute that you're layering on your fingers like we do for our necks. I really dig that. The price point, though, is $58, and I think that's kind of hefty for what we're getting. They're kind of flimsy. Matter of fact, oh, this is cute. They do have a little bling. I just seen that for the first time. It has a little bling on all of them, because at first I thought, oh, shoot, is that like a defect? But no, it's a little crystal. So that's cute. So it adds a little bit to it, but I think for $58, I think that's a little hefty. I think I would have been more in the 48 zone, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I just think that's a little too hefty for what you get. It's cute, though. It's... If it floats your boat, get it. That is all to the Josie collection itself. So let's see what the Brylee collection has to offer, because they do correspond with one another. They do have a design that links them together. So let's take a look at that Brylee. So I have the Brylee here with me, and it is more of your chain look, and I like that because, again, that's that edgy look to me. I can get a little bit more edgier. I love the big lobster claw on the back. Beautiful. And I love how the chain links in the back are more stretched. They're not so circular, so that's really cool of a design. It does have the open logo, and you know I like that, so it gives me a little extra length if needed. However, what is it and that Kirsten doesn't usually like? It is multi-strain. You know me and the multi-strains. But it's really cool because it has the vintage gold with the silver with the gold. So it's a really beautiful color combination. And again, you'll see the circular bead ball collection pattern in the middle. So that is how they encompass to match the Brylee with the Josie. And here we go. We got this on. It's super cute. I do like the length of it, where it's more like collar choker length. I think it's fun and edgy. It's really cool. Let me put the Josie hoop on with it so you can get an idea on how these look. Now, the cool thing about it, because it has all three metal colors, if you got these earrings in different metal colors, then, you know, everything's going to match with it. As long as I can get my ear through it. See, that's the one thing that's bugging me. It's like sticking out on my ear. But everybody's earlobes are different. We're all made differently. The technician who originally gave it to us placed it in different spots. Not everybody has the holes and everything in the right spot. I do like it, but again, it's a multi-string necklace. And this is the one thing that bothers me. I always feel like I can't get it to sit or lay right where it's uniformed. And my type A personality does not like that. It's hard for me to go with the flow sometimes. But it's a really adorable piece. It's heavy. I love chains too. Chains are a different statement, and you can class it up, make it casual, make it everyday. You can funk it up for a concert or just a total outing. I love it. You can even wear these because chains were really popular in the 80s too. You could just totally incorporate it in your Halloween costume or an 80s theme party. I mean, these are like timeless pieces and designs to me. So I do like them, and I think it's great for every collector or jewelry lover to have some chain pieces because it's a piece that can be layered and incorporated with many other pieces. So it's definitely something I love. The nice thing about this is it's not too heavy. I know some people can't stand the weight of like a Harlow, or like when the Sydney statement piece came out, it was a little too heavy. I don't feel like that's the same. I also don't feel that the strains will get tangled as much because they are thicker pieces. They're not such thin chain links that they're not going to knot up as easily. You're not going to have that concern, which is a huge plus for me, because you guys know I can't stand it when the chains are so thin and then they get all tangled up, and it's so hard. You spend more time detangling the dang thing to wear than you do wearing it. So it's one of those. But I also think that the price point is fair to compensate for what we're getting. It's $88, and, you know, with a discount code, you could be down into the 70s, late 70 price range. And I think that's fair. I really do. I think it's really fair, especially considering that you're getting thicker chains, you're getting more quality, more weight. It isn't that lightweight material. It's more substantial. So I think that the price point is fair. And I like it. It's growing on me. Actually, I think I'm going to keep it. I actually like it a lot. I actually like my Sydney, and it kind of reminds me of it, but it's also a little bit like my Sydney. I always feel like it's that exotic. That's what it makes me encompass inside this exotic side. So when I feel like I want to be a little risque exotic, I'll wear my Sydney. But I think that this is just more everyday. Like I said, you could class it up, cash. You can funkify it. I think it has a lot of versatility to it. Now, with the Brylee, there was another piece that came out with it. So let's take a look at that. So I haven't taken it off because I'm actually kind of digging this necklace. Again, I'm still not a fan of the earrings, but that's okay. To each is their own. So it came with a matching chain link bracelet. This is $78. I do dig the clasp though. This clasp is a magnet clasp, and watch, I can't even do it. So the clasp is a magnet clasp, and it just goes in and kaboomy. I love it, and it just sticks real nice. It's a beautiful design throughout. If you look at a lot of jewelry pieces, you get this gorgeous piece in the front, but then they just fall short and just do a lobster clasp and nothing pretty on the back because they feel it's the back of the neck. You know, they don't bedazzle it or put it or refine detail on it like Kendra Scott does. So I really dig it, and it has the moniker. Really nice. The only problem though is, again, it's a piece that doesn't fit me. So it's not for everybody. I there's no way of me even trying to make it work. It's pretty substantial. So that's a bummer because I really do think that this whole set is gorgeous. I really do like this Brylee collection a lot. Like I said, it's $78 for the bracelet, $88 for the necklace. I think it's reasonable. It's very fair. This has weight to it, but it's not too substantial where it'd be irritating or hard to do your day. You're not going to get a lot of chiming though, which is nice. But some people like the clinking with their layered look. I love the fact that you have 3 metal colors, so you can wear it with your white gold rings or your gold rings. You know, there's no wrong way to accessorize on top of these pieces. So it's a really nice collection. I would have loved to have this actually. I think I would have bought the whole set. But I can only keep this because this has to go back because I can't wear it. And I know that Kendra Scott has heard us on this. It's something I've been repetitive on as far as the ring size and the bracelet sizes. And I know that they're working on it. I just wish that we would see it a little bit sooner than later. Because every time a collection comes out with rings and a bracelet, I'm hopeful that I can enjoy those pieces as well. But I just keep getting let down. So it's so hard because I just want to be part of the party. I want to be part of the fun. And I see these pieces and I have so many ideas on how I could wear it and what I could wear with it. So it's a letdown internally when I can't participate with it. And I'm sure a lot of you all can understand that. So the collection was a mixed bag, just like December. And that's where it's a little funky for me because where do these chains, this Josie and Brylee collection really match with the Ansley and the Josie? It doesn't to me. So to have it all bound up together like that, it kind of threw me off. Just like when we had the serpents with the Davis during the holidays with the Druzies and the rodeo exclusives. It just was like an oddball. Like they just threw it in just to give some substance, give a more of a collection because they felt like they needed to add some pieces to bulk it up. Not discrediting the pieces. I think they're beautiful pieces. I'm just saying it just seems like they're fillers, not like they were popped in to fill. But I'm super excited for February 3rd. I am going to include a sneak peek of what's to come, and that is the revival of the Parson. And I love Parsons. I have quite a few of them in my collection, and it's going to be really exciting to see the revival and then compare it with my vintage. So you guys hold on tight for that. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, share, give me a comment. And if you're interested in any of these pieces, I have linked the Kendra Scott website down below. Also, come and join our club. If you want to talk more, learn more about the brand, join our Facebook, Kendra Scott Collectors and Addicts group, and we can all talk everything Kendra Scott. You can also acquire some more of the vintage pieces. It's a great place to meet friends. It's a huge community. It's a real sisterhood, and I have met some of the most amazing people in this world, and I am so thankful for Kendra Scott because I would have never met them if it wasn't for this outside community. So love you all. Thank you for supporting me, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.